So this is the June 24 balance preview post. I haven't seen it yet, but somebody told me that it's not good for engineer mechanics. So I want to see what it is. I'm going to tell you how I feel about this. This update engineers changes our focus on their core utility skills. Some Elixir will have additional functionality, and detection pulse is getting a small rework. Detection pulse, small rework to make utility Google a more appealing option outside of the niche stealth reveal. What? Utility Google a more appealing option outside of the niche stealth reveal. What are you talking about? Utility Google does not have any stealth. Stealth reveal? What are you talking about? Okay, so here, utility Google gadget breakout of stun, gaining resistance, clearing blindness, and removing damaging condition. Where do you have stealth reveal? Where do you have stealth reveal? What are you talking about? There is no stealth reveal, so I don't know what Anet is talking about, but you just make out something out of nothing, unless I'm missing something. But there is no stealth reveal. Even with Gadgeteer trade, there is no stealth reveal, so I don't know what they're talking about. Okay, outside of the niche, large change to bomb kit. Bomb kit and flamethrower will shift defensive skill to the tool belt slot, and there you go. Now they're taking care of flamethrower because one person in Guild Wars 2 is playing flamethrower so much that suddenly 10 years later it's an issue. 10 years later, guys, flamethrower is a fucking issue because one person decides to play flamethrower. That is so fantastic. That is so fantastic, guy. Now imagine if I start playing what is it? Auto heal. Auto heal with what's the name of the spell again? What if I start playing Med Blaster a lot? What if I start being efficient with Med Blaster? Are they gonna rework Med Blaster and call it out as overpowered because I start playing auto healing too much? So is this how it works? So the more that I play auto attack on something, the more it gets nerfed now? Is this how it works? Holy shit, bro. This is a funny company, bro. Hey, man, I feel like I'm working for ArenaNet, guy. I feel like I'm working for this company for free, like I'm a beta tester or something. This is how I feel, be honest with you, because flamethrower was never an issue. It was never an issue for 10 years. Now it's a fucking issue now that I'm playing it. I'm telling you guys, everything I touch, it gets like inspected. It gets inspected by the entire company. Oh, DJ's playing flamethrower. Oh my god, it has to be reworked. It has to be nerfed. He's getting too good with it. Oh my god. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. This is why I stopped playing your game. It is why I stopped playing your game, and I'm glad I stopped because too much thing that makes no sense to me. And add new skill to the kit itself. Grenade kits increase velocity is becoming baseline to increase the kit's usability in competitive mode without Grenadier. Additionally, functional changes to many Grandmaster traits will potentially increase traits variety in competitive modes. Oh, really? Let's see that. Elixir B, this skill now extend the duration of boons on you by 3 seconds. What is Elixir B? All right, so this is a buff on the Elixir, which nobody ever used, of course. Elixir C, this skill is now instant and heals you for each boon you have after converting condition. Elixir C. Okay, so now they're like buffing Elixir stuff that nobody use. I never use Elixir C. All right, that's fantastic. Keep buffing stuff that we don't use. Keep buffing stuff that we don't use, and keep nerfing stuff that we use. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Bravo, fantastic decision. Elixir R, another Elixir that I don't use. This skill now breaks stun, increase the cooldown from 24 second to 35 second in World v World and PvP. Oh, okay. Elixir R, what is that? So Elixir R, drink Elixir R to refill your endurance and remove immobilizing effect. So something I never use, of course. So basically they are, I don't know why they're doing that. I don't know why they are buffing something that we don't use. Detection Pulse. This skill has been reworked and renamed Flashbang. Throw out an explosive shell at the target area. It explodes on impact, dazing and blinding nearby enemies while revealing enemies in large radius. Detection Pulse. What the fuck is that? See, I don't even know what it is. I don't know why it is so hard for them to put the animation icon just beside it. I don't know what stops them for helping us to know what they're talking about, but they love to make it harder for us. So I have to open a new tab and have to fucking click this shit, right? And I have to fucking and I have to go all the way to a new fucking site because they don't want to do it. What is this? Detections pulse. What the fuck is this? Engineer, remove stealth from enemy in large area. Oh, that's for core engineer. That's for core engineer. Oh my god, wait a second. Okay, so if I use tool this over here, this one here, detection. Okay, detection pulse is for core engineer, which I never use, by the way. So there you go. So yeah, so whatever. So they like to buff things that nobody uses because they need to write something, right? Every month they need to write something. So the way they see it is like, oh, we're gonna buff a lot of spells that nobody uses, and it's gonna look like we're doing something good for the class. It's so that's their strategy. Yeah, well, that's a funny way to balance your stuff, by the way. Fumigate. This skill now removes condition from the user when initially activated. Fumigate. Well, it should remove Condi. It should remove Condi. So that's a buff. Oh, there's a little buff over here. That is fantastic. Bomb. Reduce the power coefficient from 1.2 to 0. I don't care about... Okay, PvP, that's for arena. I don't care about that. Firebomb. This skill now inflicts increased burning on the first pulse. Total burning amount is unchanged. What is firebomb? Bomb 2. Okay, it would be this one over here. What about it? This skill now inflicts increased burning on the first pulse. Total burning amount is unchanged. Okay, so that's a little... Guys, these are things that nobody uses. Like, I'll be honest with you, nobody plays that. Like, I don't even know... Like, these are like insignificant changes, be honest with you. Concussion bomb. This skill has been reworked and renamed Galvanic Bomb. Set an explosive that electrocute enemy, dazing them. Concussion bomb. The fuck is that? See, I have to come here all the time, guys, because it is too hard for ArenaNet to actually put a freaking link that can tell us what it is. So that would be the third one over here. Confusion. So this one does confusion, and it is an explosion. All right. So what is the change again? This skill has been reworked and renamed Galvanic Bomb. Set an explosive that electrocutes enemy, dazing them. So so this is going to be a daze. So this is going to be a daze. They're going to remove the confusion. They're going to remove the confusion. And also, guys, nobody plays with Bomb Kit. And see, that's the thing about them. They buff stuff that nobody plays. Nobody plays Bomb Kit. Like, literally nobody. Like, I don't know, bro. Smoke Bomb, same thing. Nobody plays that. This skill is now instant. It has been moved to the tool belt slot and is replaced by Magnet Bomb. What? Magnet Bomb sets an explosive that pulls in enemy after a delay. Oh, Bomb 4? Okay. Smoke Bomb 4. So this skill is now instant and it has been moved to the tool belt slot and is replaced by Magnet Bomb. Magnet Bomb set an explosive that pulls an enemy after a delay. Okay, so now this becomes a magnet. So this will be a pull. But the Smoke Bomb will go to the tool belt. Yeah, but this over here, guys, is good for Scrapper, Hollow-Smith, or Core Engineer. Mechanist, they cannot transfer magnet or whatever. They cannot transfer the Smoke Bomb to the tool belt. So this is irrelevant. See, they made a mistake. They forgot Mechanist. They forgot Mechanist. Oh, why am I not surprised? Why am I surprised? Wait, why am I acting surprised? Why am I acting surprised? They forgot Mechanist. You know what? Okay, it's okay. No worries. Like, why am I not surprised, actually? Big Old Bomb. This skill has been moved into the bomb kit, replacing Glue Bomb. It now knocks down enemy instead of launching them, and now combos a blast finisher twice. Increase the radius of 300 and 360. That's part of the tool belt, which does a launch. All right, so they're gonna move this into the bomb kit. It knocks down into the bomb kit, replacing Glue Bomb. So Glue Bomb is no more. So basically, if I go to this guy, this one is not gonna be there anymore. Immobilize and cripple, and they're gonna replace it with this one over here, which knocks down enemy. So it's another CC technically. So yeah, they are buffing the bomb kit, which nobody uses. Fantastic. Flame Blast. This skill no longer damage enemy. It passes through. Increases the explosion power coefficient. This for PV, I don't care. Smoke Vent. This skill has been moved to the tool belt. What? Smoke Vent? What is Smoke Vent? That's Flamethrower. That's flamethrower 5. It applies blindness. All right, so this is applied blindness in the flamethrower. Okay, let me see what it is. The skill has been moved to the tool belt. Well, that's kind of dumb. That's kind of dumb because Mechanist does not have a tool belt like Core Engineer or Scrapper or Hollow Smith. So what do you do? What do you do for Mechanist? Like, what do you do for Mechanist? Like, bro, is ArenaNet, are they getting paid enough to do this job, or are they just being lazy here? Like, what are they doing? What are you gonna do about Mechanist? We cannot have smoke vent in the tool belt because Mechanists have commands, F1 commands. Like, what the fuck, bro? I'm not even working for your company, and I notice these things. Like, what the fuck? So Napalm skill has been moved to the 5th slot and rework. Supercharge your flamethrower, damaging and burning enemy in a large cone in front of you. Supercharge your flamethrower. Napalm. What is Napalm again? I think is the number 2. That would be flamethrower 4. Oh, it's a combo field fire. That's a combo field fire. So it has been moved to the 5th slot. Supercharge your flamethrower, damage and burning enemy in a large cone in front of you. I don't know. I don't know if this is a buff or not. But I don't know if I don't know. I would need to try it. Stoke the flame. This is a new skill. Flamethrower's 4th slot. Gain quickness and might while burning nearby enemies. Stoke the flame. This is a new skill in flamethrower. Gain quickness. Okay, so this is a buff. Oh, finally they're buffing something. Finally they're buffing something in engineer. Like, what the fuck, bro? What is it? Grenadier. This trait no longer increased grenade velocity. Well, duh, because you already buffed it over here. Flashbang. This trait has been reworked and renamed Grand Entrance, Explosive Entrance. Grants resistant and increased critical strike chance for a short period of time. Whatever. Hematic Focus. This trait has been reworked. Gain Fury when you inflict bleeding on an enemy. Fury has increased effectiveness. Strike. Okay. Oh, that one. Where is it? This one. Okay, this one. Okay, so what it does again? What does it do? This trait has been reworked. Gain Fury when you inflict bleeding on an enemy. Fury has increased effectiveness, so that's a buff. Juggernaut. This trait has been moved to the master tier, replacing pinpoint distribution. What? This skill no longer pulls stability and instead grants stability and fires aura when you use Napalm. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is what I thought they would do. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. They would remove this. I knew they would remove this. I knew it. See, that's why, guys. That is why they're nerfing. That is why they're nerfing fucking flamethrower, because they see how efficient I am with it, and now they remove it. They remove everything that I'm being efficient with. They remove everything that I'm being efficient with. Sons of bitches. Fuck you, Anet. Okay, I'm gonna call you out, Anet. Fuck you. Fuck you, Anet. Fuck you. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. 100,000 times, man. Go f yourself, man. Go f yourself, bro. Go f yourself. This, guys. Oh my god. First, guys. First it was the 6th tier bonus of Rune of Sanctuary. You guys remember the 6th tier stat bonus of Rune of Sanctuary, where I was being very efficient with it and being very, very good with it. You guys remember that? They eradicated. They fucking eradicated. They fucking eradicated. And they didn't tell anyone about it. Now they see that I'm being efficient with flamethrower. They knew I was being efficient with this fucking flamethrower. Now they're fucking nerfing it. They are removing what makes me good with it. There you go. There you go. Fuck you, Anet. I'm sorry, Anet. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Big middle finger back at you, man. Fuck you. Bro, guys, I'm not coming back. Guys, I'm not. Just this alone. Just this alone. I'm not coming back to. No, guys, I'm not coming back to your game. I'm not coming back to your game. Fuck you, Anet. I hate you, Anet, because you've been nerfing everything that was great about my gameplay in Guild Wars 2 for the last 3 fucking years. You started with 6th tier rune stat of Sanctuary. You started with that without telling anyone. You removed that buff, right? And then you nerf mech, and then you nerf everything about mechanics, and now you remove what makes me great with flamethrower. You remove that. F you, Anet. Go f yourself. You know what? You know what, guys? I'm sorry if I'm sorry if I'm being like this, but I'm really sick and tired of you of this company. This company is so stupid. Like, they don't even play, guys. There's only one guy who plays flamethrower. There's only one person. It's me. So they watched some of my videos and they decided to nerf flamethrower. So I'm not touching your game again. I'm gonna play another fucking game where a company used their brain and not someone else's video in order to come down with some fucking creative decision, if you want to call that creative. Because everything I am good with, they are fucking nerfing it. So if I get good again with another spell or another ability or another something, they will eventually nerf it, because they don't want DJ Dragon to fucking kill their favorite class, which is Thief. They don't want DJ Dragon to kill their favorite class, Will Bender. No, they don't want to see that, because the devs over there, the executive who are the one in charge of this fucking company, their favorite class is fucking Thief and Will Bender. These are the classes that nobody touches. You know what? Let me double check. I want to see if they touch something. I want to see if they touch something for Will Bender. Guardian. Let me see what they touch. Zero nerf for Will Bender. Zero nerf for Will Bender. Alright, guys, you guys see that? Zero nerf for Will Bender. Let me see what they did. Reduce the cooldown. Buff. That's a buff. Ray of Judgment. Enemies reduce the number of impact 96, increase the damage. Okay, it's a buff for PV. Who cares? Shield of Wrath, reduce the cooldown 30 to a buff. Leap of Fate, increase the healing. Buff. Symbol of Resolution, now this skill now deals additional damage. Buff. Binding Blade, projectile from this skill can now only hit their original target. The effect increase the power coefficient. Buff. Line of Warding, reduce the casting time 1 to 0. Buff. Signet of Wrath. This skill now inflicts burning. In addition, buff. Signet of Judgment. This skill no longer inflicts burning and now inflicts blind and weakness on nearby enemy. Can be a buff. Debatable. Shield of Avenger. This skill now grants protection to allies within its zone. Buff. Oh, look at that. 100% buff. Will Bender, 0 nerf. Will Bender, 0 nerf. Fuck you, Anet. Go fuck yourself. What about Thief? Let's take a look at Thief. Death Blossom. Increase the bleeding stack hit from 1 to 2. Reduce the bleeding duration. That's a buff. Increase the bleeding stack 1 to 2. That's a buff. Black Powder. Reduce the initiative 8 to 7. That's a buff. Shadow Sap. Increase the initiative from 3 to 4. That's a nerf, but that's only one tiny little nerf. Measure Shot. Increase the initiative 3 to 4. Tiny little nerf. Signet. What is Measure Shot? First of all, I want to see what the fuck that is. Is it a spell that everybody uses? Let me double check. Let me double check that. What is Measure Shot? Thief, Spectre, Scepter, Offhand Pistol. So this has to do with fucking Spectre, but not Daredevil. It has nothing to do with Daredevil. So they don't want to touch Daredevil. They only touch other classes like Spectre. Fine. What about Shadow Sap? That is Spectre. So Spectre is being nerfed. 3 to 4, Measure Shot, increase the initiative. That's Spectre, nobody cares. Signet of Shadows. This skill now grants Dark Aura in addition to its previous effect. Dark Aura, that's a buff. Dagger Storm, increase the bleeding stack 1 to 2. Bleeding duration 5, okay, that's a buff. Mug, increase the healing 1.9 to 2.4, that's a buff. Even the Odd, increase the might duration 6 to 8, that's a buff. Revealing Training, increase the base power 80 to 100, that's a... And bonus power from 100 and 115 W in World v World, that's another buff. Exposed Weakness, increase the damage increase, that's another buff. Shielding Restoration, this trait now applies Dark Aura to ally, that's another buff. Shadow Savior, this trait has been reworked, gain Aura Dark. When you still gaining Dark Aura heals nearby ally, that's another buff. Cover Shadow, when you still create field protection nearby, another buff. Daredevil, this Distracting Dagger, interrupting a foe with this skill no longer increase the cooldown of the interrupted a skill and instead grants the user initiative and the damage. Oh, that's another beautiful buff. Escape it Fortitude. Increase the base healing 150 to 300 in World V1. That's another buff. Brawler Tenacity. Increase the endurance gain 10 to 15. That's another fucking buff. Impacting Disruption. This trait now reduce Steel's recharge in addition to its previous effect. Another fucking buff. Impelling Lotus. Projectile from this skill can now hit their original target. Increase the Torment. Another buff. Increase the Torment stack from 1 to 2. Oh, another buff. Increase Bleeding from 1 stack for 15 seconds. 3 stack for 10 seconds. Another buff. Unhindering Combatant. This trait no longer inflicts exhaustion when removing Cripple. Reduce the exhaustion duration when removing Chill from 3 to 2 seconds. That's another buff. Again, fine. Look at that, guys. Favorite class of ArenaNet. Full buff for Thief. Full buff for Guardian. Zero nerf. Zero nerf for Will Bender, zero nerf for Daredevil. But when it comes to Engineer, massive nerf. Guys, that's it. All right, guys, I'm so frustrated right now. I am so fucking frustrated right now. Oh my god. I've never been so fucking pissed off right now. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do after this. Equal and opposite reaction. I want to see what that is. I want to see what they did. I'm so fucking pissed off. Sons of bitches. Sons of fucking bitches. Fucking sons of bitches. Where is it? Equal. This new firearm Grandmaster trait gain quickness and stability when you disable an enemy. I don't know what the fuck that is. This new firearm Grandmaster trait gain quickness and stability when you disable an enemy. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Iron Blooded. This trait, but how many disabling effect do we have? How many disabling effect do we have? How many disabling effect do we have? Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. You know what? Go look, bro. Harbinger, they have perma quickness, perma fury, perma torment. They got this fucking burst. They got perma 600. What is it? 600 armor. Perma 600 armor. Yeah, you don't believe me? You don't believe me? Look. Look at the boons here. Look. Perma fury, perma protection. Perma quickness. Look, I'm not doing anything. Look, you guys see that? Perma protection, perma fury, and perma quickness. That is perfectly fine, guys. That is perfectly fine for ArenaNet. That is perfectly fine for ArenaNet. So some class are not allowed to have perma something, right? Some class are allowed to have perma something else, right? So ArenaNet decides who has perma something, and apparently some class like Harbinger, who barely just, it's a one button smash over here. All I'm doing is auto attack here. You get perma everything. Perma protection, perma fury, perma quickness. Look at that. One button smash here. I'm not even using anything else. Look at that. Perfectly fine. And 30 death carapace. There we go. There we go. There we go. See? Perma protection, perma 600 toughness, perma fury, perma quickness. And I'm just pressing auto attack here, by the way. That's all I'm doing, nothing else. Well, this is the build I'm using, right? Look carefully, guys. Look at the boons over here. Look carefully. Look. Perma everything. Perma all this. See that? Perma fury, perma regen, perma swiftness, perma quickness, perma might. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. This is a pattern Anet has been doing. So every time I get good with something, every time, this is not the first time, by the way, every time I get good with something, and the next time is going to be with another spell, but that's not going to happen because I'm uninstalling your game. I am uninstalling your game now because ArenaNet are only favoring few classes in this game, and every time I get good with Mechanist or Engineer, they nerf everything that I touch. Fire, like Flamethrower, has never been an issue for 10 fucking years. Suddenly, it's an issue. Why? Because one person is playing it and they don't want that person to be efficient with it. So, you know what I'm going to do in order to solve this issue? I'm not going to play your game again. because I think it's pathetic that you don't use your own personal judgment, your own personal game experience, to come up with some nerfs or buff. You have to watch people's videos to come up with these kind of decision. It is pathetic. You started with the 6-tier stats of Sanctuary that you eradicated from this game with the presumption that you would put it back in the relic, which you never did, right? So you removed stuff that made mechanics great. Now you're removing flamethrower stability. You're removing everything that I touch. Everything that I get good with, you're removing all. So here's the solution to all this bullshit. You want to keep doing that, Anet, be my guest, because I think that you should pay me for beta testing your game, because I'm your beta tester. I am your personal beta tester, and I'm gonna stop this right now, and I'm not gonna do any more beta testing for you. So guys, I'm uninstalling your game, and I'm not gonna come back for a very long time. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Okay, where's the game again? Over here. Where's Guild Wars 2? There it is. Yep. Finish. Thank you. Finally, I can breathe now.
We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. We lay awake in bed, the laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do